The case started in July 1949, and there was a young farm girl, 17-year-old Norma Paget, who had already been separated from her husband, another young man, and yet they were trying to get back together, and they went out to a dance at a local, like, Knights of Columbus type place. And he was driving a jalopy of a car, 1 o'clock in the morning, they're on their way home from the dance, and their car broke down. And two African Americans happened to be coming the other way, two former servicemen, Samuel Shepard and Walter Irvin, and they pulled over and they offered to help. And they tried to push the car out of the ditch. And what happened was Norma Paget had passed over a bottle of liquor because they couldn't get the car started and said, here, take a drink from this. That infuriated her husband, who started shouting racial epithets. They got into a little bit of a fist fight. And the last thing that happened was they left Norma Paget's husband laying in a ditch. The two African Americans said, let's get out of here. They got off. By the next morning, Norma Paget had created this story that she was abducted and raped by 4 African American youths. And by dusk later that day, the Klan had rolled into town, 500 of them, and started burning down all the black homes in the black community. And so it became this gigantic explosion of violence within 24 hours of these accusations. They were able to arrest 3 of the suspects, held them in a jail. All of a sudden, a lynch mob came, and Sheriff Willis Mccall, who emerges as a hero and early on in this story, stands outside the jail and prevents a lynching. And the New York Times heralds him as this hero who prevented this lynching in this rape case. What really was happening at the time, though, however, was Sheriff Mccall had gathered these 3 men and basically beat confessions out of them. All 3 of them confessed. One of them did not confess, actually. He did not confess. The other 2 confessed just to stop the beatings. And they shuffled these guys up off to prison, Florida State Prison, kept them there. And basically what happened next was the town demanded that there would be a trial within 30 days.